Hey everybody, I was in here making some candles for a couple of orders that I had for some friends, and I was like, you know what, I should film this. Oh my goodness. So please forgive me, I've already kind of started. So we got some brown wax, and I'm going to show you guys how I do my whip today. How about that?
Yep.
So we're going to be making our peanut butter cup candles this time. So we already have some brown wax in here. You guys know my technique. I always like to put the wax first, let that cool a little bit, and then I add the wick a little bit later. So watch me pour. So our brown wax, we already have it here looking all lovely. Got our cute little brown pigment inside of there. Ooh. And there we go. So we kind of fill it to just right there. And I'm not going to too much worry about doing a second pour because we're going to be doing our whip top on top of this too. So then we're going to let that sit until it gets a little bit brown. You guys can kind of already see it because I love to do what is called a cold pour. A cold pour is anything under 160 degrees. And it gets these nice little cool old-fashioned lines in it. And I love that because it gives a real cake-like texture to it. So once the bottom gets a little bit more light, and it's a little light brown down at the bottom because that's the color that our candle is going to be when it's finished. And so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to put my wick in, and then we're going to let that cool, and we're going to put our whip top, which is the fun part. All right, see you in a second. I love to use these pre-tabbed wicks. Now, I do the old school thing where I have this big roll of wick and I actually cut it down and tab them myself, but this is 100 times faster. So what I like to do is go ahead and put this in, and I'll use my guiding stick to kind of guide it down there. If you guys notice how I was telling you guys how it's a little bit lighter at the bottom, now that's all nice and gummy, and that way my wick doesn't get all like wimpy and loose and melted on the way down. And then I go ahead and just put my anchor in here, and that way that wick stays nice and straight the whole time and it doesn't kind of like fold over. And there we have it. And so we're going to come back, and then we're going to be doing our whip top. We are ready to do our whip topping for our Reese's peanut butter candle. All right, so before we do anything, we have our house blend soy inside here, and then we're also going to be adding our fragrance, and then we're going to be whipping our top with this blender. Now, a lot of people go ahead and they use the actual whisk, but I'm not a whisk person, okay? That's too much elbow grease, and I got a lot of stuff to be doing, okay? So here we go. Also, my candle making is a lot like my baking and cooking and all the other type of stuff. So I usually go by eye. I know that it's about a pound in here, so I can kind of like eye about an ounce to 2 ounces of fragrance to go in here. And this right here is liquid gold. This is my proprietary blend of peanut butter cup fragrance oil. So I'm going to pour some of that in here, and that's about it right there. Oh, that smells so good. I wish that this would smell of vision. You guys would love it. And here we go. And we're whipping that. And I know you guys want to see this. All right, you guys want to see this? When I zoom all in, and we're getting a whip. Now, we want this consistency to look a whole lot like whipped cream. So we're going to just whip a little bit more until it gets light and fluffy. And I want you guys to kind of see how that looks fluffy, and I can kind of like just drop it off like that. Now, I don't want it too liquidy or too liquefied. We want it just right. I want it to be right enough to kind of stick to the spoon or stick to the spatula, just like that. This is perfect. I don't know what to call that, but that's my little thing. All right, and so I'm just going to go around the outside first. I want to make sure it's nice and easy, and I'm going to be twirling this cup around. So I always go in the middle, and then I twirl it around the other direction. And voila, we have our whipped topping. Ooh, that smells so good. That made me want some candy, okay? And so then we're going to come back, we're going to put our topper on there, and then we're going to have our finished product. And then we're going to add our peanut butter cup. Ooh. Well, that smells delicious as well. And so I'm just going to put that right in here, just like so. And we have our peanut butter cup candle. And there we go. All right, and so I want to put my last little finishing touch on here, and this is something really special. I do this literally to all of my candles, and this is our little curly cue. Now, I remember when no one was really doing that, and people used to make a huge deal about this part, but I think now a lot more people are doing it because I just think it's adorable. It's just like a final little detail. If you're like a detail person or whatever, you'll get it. And guess what, you guys? This little black thing right here is literally a coffee stirring straw, but don't tell anybody, okay? That's my baby 80 bear. Okay, so we're gonna swirl all of these and we're gonna be labeling these, and then we are gonna get ready to let these go ahead and cool and settle in and cure. And then we're gonna wrap these up and ship them off because we got some orders. There's a whole big thing on why these candles are getting kind of popular. So it's a lot of people who want peanut butter cups. Now this is fall, and I think this is a great alternative to pumpkin spice. Now don't get me twisted. I love my pumpkin spice and I love my pumpkin spice herbs. But this is one of our popular fall fragrances, the peanut butter cup. And I will be back with you guys. If you guys want to see a video about how I make this fragrance, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know that you want to see that. All right, till next time.
And cut. This candle smells like peanut butter cup. God bless you.